Hi, welcome to my channel, Bruja Tarot. Today I'm doing a reading for Scorpio, and I'm doing a spread for now until the end of March that I'm calling how to improve your current love relationship, or how to bring new love into your life, or how to improve on current friendships, okay? So this reading is intended for couples, singles, anyone in between. All right, so let's get started. Spirits, angels, guides, please give us clear messages for Scorpio on this how can I improve my love reading. How can I bring new love into my life or improve my current friendships? Please give us clear messages for Scorpio. Clear messages, please. Scorpio from now until the end of March 2020. I'm using a new deck, Scorpio. This is called the Magical Dogs Tarot deck. And it's based on the traditional Rider-Waite deck, but instead of people, it has doggies in it. So tell me what you think. All right, here we go. So in the first position is, how do you currently feel about love? What you need to leave behind? What do you have to offer in love? What you don't see coming? And the possible outcome. Okay? The bottom of the deck, we have the Fool and the Empress. Okay. All right. Possible leaping into new beginnings there and feeling confident to do so. All right, let's take a look. How you currently feel about love is the Sky Guardian. So this is the Knight of Swords in the traditional tarot. And I'll be saying what the equivalent of each card is as we pull them. So Sky Guardian, the Knight of Swords, okay? So I think this to me feels like you're ready to leap into something new, okay? I think you're coming forward with some information or a message, or you're currently feeling like you want to communicate in love. You're having that knight or this guardian energy, which means I think it feels like you're wanting movement. You're wanting to put yourself out there. Usually the Knight too is a card of action, of forward movement. So this to me is saying that you're ready to come forward, okay? In whatever way that means for you, okay? What you need to leave behind is the Ace of Sea. This is the Ace of Cups, okay? So with the Ace of Cups, if it's in the position of something that you need to leave behind, perhaps it's a lot of emotions that you need to leave behind, okay? It also might be another water sign that you're dealing with, or maybe that you have dealt with, okay? Let's see what else. This, the other signs can be, so you're a water sign, so you could be dealing with another Scorpio, you could be dealing with a Cancer or a Pisces, okay? Or perhaps there's just very kind of deep emotions, or maybe something that you did offer to somebody at some point that perhaps you need to leave that behind, okay? That's what I'm getting here. Okay. Yeah, I mean, also what it could be is that, like I said, perhaps you did offer something to somebody. Maybe this was an unrequited love situation. Perhaps it caused some grief in some way. Perhaps you were emotionally feeling overwhelmed by it, okay? By this love offer that you gave, and perhaps, wasn't as accepted as you had hoped it would be, okay? It's in the card being in this position, it's saying to leave that behind, okay? Or what you want to try to leave behind. what do you have to offer, love, is the Sky Alpha male, okay? This is the the King of Swords, all right? So what do you have to offer? You have to offer stability, okay? You're someone who's very logical, someone who, you know, is wise, someone who has this very respectable energy to you, okay? Also somebody who, you know, is very strong and determined, all right? And you can see that in this dog's eyes too. I don't know if you can see it. Also, there's a lot of warmth behind this, you know, kind of upfront posture, right? Even though this particular dog breed, you know, is known for being very strong, powerful, and maybe dominating in a lot of ways. In this card here, you also really see the warmth in their eyes, okay? So I think this is a representation of, you know, just what you have to offer. I think you also have a certain clarity of mind here, right? That's also something that you have to offer. You're also a leader in many ways, okay? You have clarity of vision and clarity of mind, and that has definitely gained the respect of people around you, okay? And that's represented in this deck by the Doberman, the Knight of Swords, okay? All right. What you don't see coming. Ooh, this is pretty. The Seven of Seas. This is the Seven of Cups, okay? Some sort of emotion here or options of some sort. Okay, so let's see here. So, you know, in the traditional tarot, the Seven of Cups is that that card of options and illusions and probably fantasy, okay? And that retains its meaning in here too, okay? This Corgi's out on a walk, and then he, you know, has this, he comes across these options, right? Something probably, some sort of fantasy, okay? This could also be a card of inspiration, okay? That's a possibility. What you don't see coming is maybe within the options that you're presented, you're inspired in some way, okay? Or it could be wishful thinking, okay? I think that this being in the position of what you don't see coming is that it's going to be hard for you maybe to, you know, sort out the options of what's inspiration versus what's pipe dreams, okay, in terms of what you don't see coming, okay? All right, and then in the possible outcome is the Three of Sky, okay? The Three of Sky is the Three of Swords. Interestingly enough, you know, and in the traditional tarot deck, this is the card with the heart that has the three swords to it. So it's a card about heartbreak that still remains here. I also did Capricorn's reading, and Capricorn got the same card in their possible outcome. So I'm just mentioning that in case, you know, you're dealing with the Capricorn in some way, and if that's relevant to you, you may want to watch that video. But also what I pointed out in that video and that I'm pointing out here is that, you know, the difference between that card and this card is that here you have a pack of dogs that, even though there is heartache, they're traveling together, okay? They're kind of, you know, in the rain, there's a storm brewing, you know, they are out, you know, without shelter, but yet they're still moving together. And I think in this particular card, that provides a certain comfort in this deck, right? That even though there is, heartache and loss in some way, or feeling like you're unprotected, you still have the friendship of the people or your pack. Okay. All right. So let's let's get 3 cards of advice for Scorpio on this. How can I improve my love? How can I bring new love in? Or how can I improve my friendships from now until March 2020? End of March 2020. 3 cards, please, for Scorpio. All right, guys, let's see what we got. We got the Sky Puppy. We got the Seer. Okay. And we got the 5 of Sky. All right, so the Sky Puppy is the Page of Swords. The Seer is the Hanged Man. And then the 5 of Sky is the 5 of Swords. All right, so let's see here. So let's start with the Seer, with the Hanged Man, okay? The Hanged Man, like in the traditional tarot and in this deck, it provides you, it means the advice is to seek a new perspective, okay? Because the Hanged Man tends to have a new perspective on something, or that is the aspiration with the Hanged Man, is that you are kind of going within, you're trying to get a new perspective on something, you're enlightened, okay? And perhaps you're enlightened by these 2 cards that came out with the Hanged Man, okay? The 5 of Sky is the 5 of Swords, and the traditional tarot that can also is about defeat, or these people walking away, these dogs walking away, and you have all their toys, okay? It's sometimes a card about like, well, was there bullying involved, or did you take these toys in some unfair way, okay? But that's the energy from this card, okay? And also the Sky Puppy. So the Sky Puppy, is the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is someone young, okay? Someone who does move forward quickly, maybe a little bit harsh with their words at times, maybe not careful in what they do, okay? That's what the puppy energy can be, very sweet, but at the same time, it can be very kind of clumsy and, not aware of their surroundings, right? So I think that you are gaining clarity, or the advice is for you to try to gain clarity, perhaps from, either yourself or the people around you that have either, bullied you in some way or taken from you what was yours, or from someone who was maybe careless with their words, or careless with, how they treated you. Okay. That's what I'm getting from this. Okay. All right, let's get one last card of a message for Scorpio. Spirits, angels, guides, please give us one card of a final message that Scorpio needs to hear today for their highest good on this. How can they improve their love, or bring new love in, or improve friendships? Please give us one card of advice for Scorpio for their highest good. All right, and I'm going to pull it from the middle because, soul retrieval. It's a gorgeous card. Let's see what the book has to say. All right, it says soul retrieval is a practice that helps you recover a part of yourself, your energy, your enthusiasm, or your innocence that you have lost. At first, we'll use soul retrieval to recover from our hurts and heal our childhood wounds. Later, we learn to journey to recover our original nature, that self that never left the Garden of Eden, who still speaks to the rivers, to the trees, and to God. When we return to Eden, we are whole again. The invitation. You are no longer fragmented. You are one with creation. You have healed the cause of the pain you feel. So you do not need to dwell on it any longer. Okay? Really, it's true. If you are still hovering over an old wound, find a new flight path. Don't be distracted with the little stuff you've already mastered. Go for the big one, the journey back to Eden. There you go. So I guess this is telling you that, you no longer need to dwell on the pain that you've been experiencing, okay? And, because now you're searching for this enlightened position that the seer has brought to you, or that you're going towards. All right, Scorpio, that's your reading for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for your subscribes, your likes, your comments, and I'll see you next time. Bye.